Do you want to build big ass triceps? That's freaking cool. That's really awesome actually. And what's really awesome is that I got the most effective tricep workout for you today. I'm going to give you my top favorite tricep building exercises, and because I know a lot of people may not have access to the gym, but most people do have a pair of dumbbells on hand, all of these exercises will be using dumbbells. Before we jump right into the tricep workout, I want to give you guys a little tricep education. The tricep is the muscle responsible for the majority of the arm size. So for those of you that are trying to get bigger arms, you want to work on your triceps as well as your biceps, of course. You still want to hit your biceps, but just an FYI, the tricep is a larger muscle than the bicep. Another thing that you should know is that the tricep muscle has 3 heads to it. That's why it's called a tricep. Basically, there's a front head, a middle head, and a back head. I don't want to get too into depth into this. All you need to know is that we're going to do some exercises that are going to hit all 3 parts today. Guys, before we get started, something very important that you have to know is that the only way to add a lot of muscle as a natural is lifting heavier weights. I know everyone's saying that you have to have perfect form, but also make sure that you're choosing a weight that's actually challenging for you and it's pushing you, and make sure that you're trying to increase that weight over time. This is the only way that you're gonna bulk up your muscles as a natural lifter. Alright, so let's get started. The very first exercise we're gonna do today is the skull crusher. This is by far the best tricep exercise. You could do it with an easy bar, but for the sake of this video, we're gonna stick with dumbbells. Both are very effective, but the easy bar will help increase your overall strength more, and the dumbbells will help you isolate and help you work on your unilateral strength. You're gonna take the dumbbells and raise them straight up directly over the line of your shoulder. Bring your hands down towards the sides of your ears while trying your best to keep your elbow in line with your shoulder. Extend the dumbbells back upwards towards the ceiling to complete the movement. The whole time, do your best to keep your elbows tight together. When you start to get tired towards the end, try to get a few cheat reps in and start incorporating your lats a little bit to get some momentum. If you're not using cheat reps at the end of your set, you're missing out on one of the best ways to fully break that muscle down. The next one is kind of like a variation of the hex press. We're gonna lie flat and hold both dumbbells directly above us, holding them together against each other. In the hex press, you would normally come down towards the nipple line, but with this one today, with this variation, we're gonna aim for the top part of the dumbbell to touch the upper part of our chest, and then extend back out to straighten your arms over your shoulder line towards the ceiling. Next, we have an excellent exercise. It's actually my second favorite tricep exercise to do with dumbbells. Take a heavy weight and make an L shape with your thumb and your hand. Place that hand around the head of the weight and then stack your other hand on top in the same reverse L shape. Bring both arms around your head until the dumbbell is behind your head. Try to keep your elbows back and tight together as you straighten your hands over your head. Bring the dumbbell down until your forearm is at a 90-degree angle, and then extend back up to complete the movement. If you have a bench that's like a seat that can support your back but isn't so tall that it gets in the way of the dumbbell, then you could use that shorter bench, that shorter seat, to go heavier on this exercise. Up next, we got the good old kickback. Grab a weight that's not crazy heavy but should still be challenging, and bend down over a bench. This part is critical. A lot of people mess this part up. You want to have your upper body slightly lower than your hips, so I recommend getting down on one elbow. Being high up isn't going to target your tricep the same way. Also make sure you bring the arm and the elbow all the way back as high up as possible, and extend your forearm and your hand, and then retract it to complete the movement. On this last one, you're gonna grab one dumbbell that's not too heavy and raise it straight up over your head in line with your shoulder. Bend your elbow and lower your hand until you bring it to the side of your opposite ear, almost like you're trying to touch your opposite shoulder. Then extend your hand and your forearm back up towards the ceiling. The key here is to try to keep your elbow straight up and your arm tight to your head. So that's it, guys. Those are my favorite tricep building exercises. Again, make sure you're going as heavy as possible while still doing the exercise correctly. Make sure that you're actually struggling at the end, and make sure that you're using cheat reps at the end of your set for those last couple reps. Doing all 5 of these at once may be a little much. Try to start off with maybe 3 or 4 of these exercises for 3 sets each. To grow the triceps, I would shoot for 6 to 10 reps. Remember to leave this video a thumbs up, to comment, and to subscribe to the channel to view more videos and tips just like this one. I'll see you guys next time. Pump it.